Spy Wednesday, also known as Holy Wednesday, commemorates the events of when Judas betrayed Jesus. If you've been in the church for a while, you've heard the story of Judas countless times. If you're new, the story of Judas leading up to Easter is one that hits home a little harder than most. Judas plays a crucial role in the story of Jesus' death and resurrection. By choosing to betray Jesus to the Jewish authorities, Judas helped set the plot in motion for Jesus to be crucified. The moment where Judas agrees to betray Jesus for 30 pieces of silver is one of the key dramatic moments in the Passion story, setting the stage for the Last Supper. After the Last Supper, Judas leaves and leads a group of people to arrest Jesus. He identifies Jesus to the group by giving him a kiss. In Matthew 26:50, Jesus has an interesting response to this betrayal. His response? Do what you've come for, friend. His betrayal has a personal weight to it because to Jesus, Judas was considered a good friend. Like the rest of the disciples, Judas had traveled with Jesus for some time, possibly as much as 3 years. He was part of the group that Jesus selected in Matthew 10, giving him the authority to perform miracles and a message to preach. He wasn't just a straggler along for the ride. Judas was part of the core group that did everything the other disciples did. He was even given the spiritual power to heal sickness and cast out demons. Even Peter, another favored disciple, had his own betrayal when he denied knowing Jesus 3 times. See, Jesus wasn't just let down and betrayed. He was let down and betrayed by his closest friends. His death was made possible by a friend who seemed above reproach. The thought of betraying the Lord is appalling to us. When we look at the actions of Judas, we think, I would never do that. How could Judas do what he did when he saw Jesus walk on water? Removed from the emotions of the situation, it's hard for us to get our heads around that. But I challenge you to consider your own sins. Have you sold the Lord for the promotion at work, for the pleasure of spending your time elsewhere? Have you thrown the Lord out so you could give in to that temporal need or desire in the moment? When we stop looking outward to Judas, or even others in our community, we come to realize that too many of us sell the Lord out for a lot less than just 30 pieces of silver. This Holy Wednesday, consider the areas where you may have betrayed Christ. Are there areas in your life where you have put your own personal desires and ambitions above the Lord? I'll leave you with a message of hope. Remember, Jesus went to the cross for Judas also, the man who is almost single-handedly responsible for his death. He went to the cross for our sins too. No matter how big our betrayal may seem, it has already been forgiven. Because when Jesus hung on the cross and said, "It's finished," he meant it.